Greetings, hi, hello, welcome. What is going to follow this video is the whole sequence of visits that we paid here to the Bluebell Glade. The Bluebell Glade right in front of you, so that you can enjoy the visits with us. The bracken is now basically put pay to it, the bluebells are going over, they're seeding, but I'm sure you'll enjoy. And also I can't sit here too long because the spots are forming on top of my head from up above there where it's pretty grey, and I've predicted some rain. So this past week we had quite a bit of intermittent showers and spells, and I think we had one day of mostly rain, Tuesday afternoon gone by, because we got nice and wet on a visit to Dublin. Yeah, to go and see this lad here. Look, the link there. Okay, that's it from this year's Ballyfad visits. We'll probably come back because it's a nice walk. But for the bluebells, this is all about the bluebells. I'm trying to get you a bit of the bird song, but you can hear in the distance there's some human voices. I had to wait for the aeroplane to pass overhead and the dogs to start barking. Let's see if we can get you a bit more.
What's that bird?
Where the fuck are we, bird? Or what are they called? Fakawi bird. Yes. Off to see the Wild West show. Never mind the weather. As long as we're together. I'm off to see the Wild West show. I'll shut up now.
My hair.
Did a bug fall in your hair?
Something.
Just
Oh,
as
now it's on you.
long as
gone
it
now.
didn't defecate in your hair. These Fakawi birds. Okay, we'll wait for these people to go by that you're hearing in the background. The sun has come out a bit now again, so the people have passed by. So I'm going to pipe up, but not before I inform you that we've spotted two butterflies this far. An orange tip and a small white. The orange tip was actually quite close to, flew more or less there where the good lady is standing, and I was trying to get it with a long lens, but I was too slow. The good lady, Fakawi bird fairy, that one. I hope I captured some of the sounds for you, apart from this pesky fly that's been going around and around my head. Don't know if you could hear that. Anyway, I think we're going to come back every week or every second week until the full display is at its best. But we were here for the full display last year, so I'll put a link here somewhere for you to go and have a look, see what you can be anticipating for this coming season. The season of the, not the season of the witch, the season of the Fakawi bird. Yeah, that one. No parallels there. Thank you for watching. No, we've been walking for quite a while. 1 week later, in fact 6 days later, we're approaching it from a different angle, and there's somebody plonked themselves down right in the picture. There's the log that I sat on last week. So I'll pause for now, and then once that portion goes out of the wood, I will unpause. There's the ferry. Look. Okay, let's go around. Can you see there's that big mound in the center? That's bracken that they cut back. Ach, no, she's gone and plonked herself down on my log. How mean of her. But look at it. It's not as bright today. So, but we have had a bright spell or two. So this is basically, as I said, 6 days later. Look how much it has blued up, bluebelled up. For sure, for sure. Snuck in here a few meters in the path where there's no bluebells. I think I shall do this next week as well. I will carry on showing you the beauty of this particular spot. I've told the story already, I think. An old woodlands manager spoke to us a few years ago, and he told us what had happened. They decided to start cutting back the bracken, which you can see is showing up, and there, that big heap over there, as I've said before, that is a pile of it, and they've opened it up, and that's why the bluebells have become spectacular. So in about, I would say, 2 weeks time, they'll be at their absolute best. Look at the size of these oak trees. They are absolutely stunning. Right, that's it for now. I'm still trying to get away from the cackling woman there on the bench. Right, I have the human princess fairy there for scale. There goes the other dame with the dogs. And while I was standing there, one of the dogs kept staring at me, and then the owner said it was after my stick, this stick. So I will not part with my stick. Anyway, the log is free now, so we can go sit on the log for 2 minutes, as it's free now. Right, we're on our way out back to the car park, way down there, but I'm just taking this as a reference, early season reference of what this is going to look like later on in the year. Can you see the glade through here? We swing here shortly, we swing a heavy left, and then we'll get, look there through here, spotting the glade, and it looks magnificent already. Yeah, wait till we get there, but I just wanted to give you a bit of a foretaste already through there. Well, that is the truth. Most definitely God's gift to us. Okay, we've got somebody behind us now too, yes, and he has even a lane of conifers. I never know which one is. Are these what is it? What do you call them? Spruce. Look over there. We're going there shortly, and you can go see the beauty in there. Right. The ferry's made a new friend, of course. There's a bridge to here to cross, and then we are going to swing. This is Conn's Bridge. Then we're going to hang a left there and continue on our merry way. Fortunately we have sunshine, even although we have a cold breeze blowing. Look at them, they're stunning. Okay, I'll show you all when we swing around the corner. Can you see? Look, let's just carry on going. Right, we are turning the heavy left after another heavy left. Here's the little stream that we've just crossed moments ago for you, minutes ago for me. There it goes off to Conn's Bridge. And we're aiming for that stump to go sit on it and wait for sunshine to get through in all the spots so we can show you the beauty of this place. It's definitely more developed than last week. I think mid-May is the best showing, if I can remember correctly. And this is not mid-May yet, this is the 4th of May. And look at it in the sunlight. It's just special. Absolutely special. And the torture on the knees is well worth the effort. Robins are plenty. Oh, look at it. Last week there was a nice patch over there, but this was much less developed. Look at it. I'm sure you'll agree with me. It's well worth the effort to come here regularly to see the development of this. Our annual Bluebell Fest. But you can be sure there will be a few more weeks after this, and then we'll park ourselves here now, and I'll wait for the good lady to get here, and then we'll say a gratitude prayer just here for having the privilege of seeing this. She's disappeared somewhere there. Simon and Sarah and Casper coming to you from Bluebell Glade. I hope you enjoy this. The video will come later in the month when I do the sequence as we have been coming here weekly. This is the 3rd week. Have a great Sunday and don't do what I wouldn't do, as always. Tell Casper not to bark at me. Different day, different outfit. Our fairy princess. We're going to be swinging to there to go and show you what it looks like currently. I think I see a blue butterfly going right by me. There we go, over there, going towards the holly. So no, but it's probably a common blue. Anyway, there's a bit of light. We're grey, and there's a red kite above. So let me see if I can get some closer up photos of the red kite. Great. There you go. This is approaching the Bluebell Glade from the south. No, from the north, heading south. So there's the log in the yonder distance where we go and sit and say a gratitude prayer. And thankfully the sun has come out. As we get here, well, it's not really come out. It's polluting us from above again today. But there's enough brightness for us to appreciate. Look, you can actually see one going there and throwing down its chemicals upon us and upon the woodland and upon everywhere. And there's the fairy. She let me come ahead so that I can capture the glory. This is, I think, the 5th week in a row that we've come, and we haven't had rain for about 2 weeks. So soon they'll be declaring drought in Ireland. There's a bit of rain, a sprinkle predicted for this evening, today being the 11th of May. The bracken is now starting to outstrip the bluebells, so I reckon we have another week or so left before they start going over. So let's just hope all before the bracken starts unfurling more and covering the bluebells up totally. But for now, let's just appreciate it. We've got a clearing above us, so we see the odd butterfly. I was taking a few shots of that red kite earlier, about 5 to 10 minutes ago. So there it is. I'm going to go sit there. But we check here for dog fouling. There's that little oak coming out underneath the stump. And here I'm going to sit and wait for the good lady, and then we'll say our gratitude prayer, be thankful for being here, and we'll head out in that direction. So that's about it. The 5th week, or 5th or 6th, I'm not sure, but I think it's the 5th week in a row that we've come to capture this. There goes a large white. What are they? Cabbage white they call them, because they lay their eggs upon the brassicas, and then you will see the nasturtium leaves get stripped out later in the year too, if you don't have cabbages. I have lots of nasturtiums sprouting as we speak. Anyway, that's it. Enough waffle for this week, for this session. Unless we see something spectacular, I will show you. The mad thing, the mad thing, the mad thing, spectacular fairy princess. And so that's another week comes to an end, or comes to a beginning, and we've come to report on the Bluebell Glade again. And there's the bench where we say our gratitude prayer. And here's a robin hopping around, and there was a few butterflies. But as I surmised last week, the rapidly growing fronds are busy shading out the bluebells. Look at it. They're still here in all their glory. We still haven't had much rain. It's been another week of sunshine mostly. We woke up this morning to the skies being manipulated again. But we're not here to show you that. We're here to show you the bluebells in all their glory. So I think, I'm not exactly sure how manyth week in a row this is, but you'll know because I'll put the dates down What I do notice up ahead is the foxgloves are starting to show now, but they can never ever take over the bluebells position. Right, here's the bench, and that's quite a nice backdrop. We look out for dog turds here. Again, we've had to duck and dive them. Anyway, we're gonna sit here for a wee while. The fairy is here. She's coming along, and there's a, looks like a wood white. Let's see, wood whites fly low, and no, it's not a wood white. It hasn't got rounded wings, so it's a small white. There's the fairy over there coming along. The bluebells don't show as prominently anymore, but we'll just carry on enjoying. I hope you enjoy too. And today I am following Little Red Riding Hood again. Yes, she looked at us. Did you wave to the people, to the folk? Little Red Riding Hood. Don't you think she's cute? I do. Yes, we're on our trek to go and record this week's Bluebell Glade activity, but I think we're going to be witness to the demise of the bluebells for this year. However, let me just tell you what the date is. I have to stop to observe 26th by the looks of things. So Monday we usually start recording. Off we go down the slope. The little stream. This is our bluebell glade. The bracken has put pay to it. There's our gratitude prayer bench, log, stump, call it what you want to, where we usually plonk ourselves down. It may result in a bit of a wet posterior because it is mizzling today, that it is, and they're predicting more rain. But now look what it looks like today.
Gone.
They're
They're still there, but you can't see them.
can't see them, and they're definitely going over. Look at them seeding, big time seeding over there. Look at that. So that's a good sign. Let them seed and keep spreading their beauty and joy for the years to come. There's the signs of foxglove that we saw last week. A few more open. I think there were only 3 open last week. So I'm not too sure about the foxglove, if they also sort of invasive. Although the bracken is not really invasive, it's just the fact that it's having its turn and taking over. That's for sure. So, your posterior wet on the bench?
Right, so.
Please damp the bench.
Thank you for joining us
As we head out of the woodland. I hope that you got as much value out of our visits here, which we have truncated for you, as what we have got visiting here. But heavy on my knees again today. But who cares? What a great place to come and walk. So, as you see, the Red Riding Hood Fairy Princess leading the way. It's only because she can easily outpace me many days because at a certain pace it's just too short. I'm not pitching, I was just saying. That's why she's, even although she must be a good foot shorter than me, well, 8 inches at least, she can set off on a merry rate. So, from us, the both of us, thank you so much for joining us on this little escapade, or this collection of little escapades. As I say in the classics, stay safe, stay free, and be happy. Bye.
Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and ring the bell to receive notifications.
Well, we'll just add this as a postscript to our Ballyfad video. On the 1st of June, so we've been coming here for quite a few weeks in succession, but this is our bluebell meadow, our bluebell glade, what it looks like now. There are remnants of bluebells, but I promise you, if you look here behind us, you can see one or two of them twinkling through, but they're all mostly in seed. Can you see there now? So guess what's going to happen with the seed? They're going to germinate and grow and give us more beauty as the seasons come and go.